Hello students, how are you all? I just hope that you all are well. Now students, since I'm receiving your homework, I can see that some of the students, they are copying the answers from Google or from other sources where language is completely different and difficult also. So it's better you watch my videos where you will get all your answers, or you can take help of your textbook also. And one more time, if you have any query, if you have any problem, if you don't get any part, you can ask me, you can mail me. I'm always there for you, right? Students, will continue with the same chapter 2, physical and chemical changes. I've told you earlier also what are physical changes, what are chemical changes. But now I'll be telling you in detail with proper examples that what are physical and chemical changes and the differences between the two. Now let me explain you physical changes with one more example. This is a twig, okay? This is in solid form, or you can say this is a solid. Now if I break this twig into half like this, has anything changed? Yes, of course, that the twig is now divided into two parts. I have changed its form. But anything new is formed? Anything new substance is formed? Anything new product? No. This twig and this twig, they both are the same in composition. This is also part of twig, this is also a part of twig. Only its shape, size has changed. So, physical change is a change in which only there is change in shape, size, physical state and appearance, but not in its chemical composition. Just now I told you. And the first thing is, it is a temporary change. Temporary means for a short period of time. And then in which no new substance is formed. Just now I told you. Has anything formed? Has anything new formed? No, nothing. So this type of change is known as physical change. Then comes chemical change or chemical changes. Changes which is permanent and in which new substance is formed is chemical change. And the new substance which is formed, it shows the composition and properties which are completely different from those of the original substance. So these are the differences between a physical change and a chemical change. Now the example of chemical change is candle. Burning of a candle. If we burn a candle, then what happens? This candle, it gives out CO2 and water vapor. But can the process is reversible? Can we change it back to the original substances or original product? No, it cannot. So these type of changes are chemical changes. Students, we're going to learn the differences between physical and chemical changes in terms of nature of change, formation of products and energy change. Now let us take a nature change first. Now this physical change, they are temporary and reversible. How? Now see this water on freezing, it changes into ice. And this ice on heating, it melts and then it again changes into water. So this is reversible process. So this is temporary. Now in chemical changes, the process, this chemical change is irreversible and thus it is permanent. It cannot be reversed back to its original state, so that's why it is permanent. For example, this lead dioxide on heating, it gives out lead monoxide and oxygen. Now this lead monoxide and oxygen cannot give back lead dioxide. So this process is irreversible. So it is permanent. Then comes formation of products. That means formation of new products. Now in physical change, no new substances they are formed. Water on freezing changes into ice, and ice on melting changes into water. Now the composition is the same. Water is H2O and ice is also H2O. So no new substances they are formed. So this is physical change. Then here in chemical change, new substances they are formed. Here lead dioxide on heating it gives out lead monoxide and oxygen. So these two products they are new. They are new substances. So this is chemical change. Is energy change. Now in both physical and chemical changes, energy may be given out or may be absorbed. But the amount of energy in physical change is much smaller compared to chemical change. For example, when we burn wood, you start the reaction with a small matchstick. So with a little amount of energy, but then we end up with a lot of energy in the form of heat and light. But if you compare it with physical change, for example melting of ice, you can see ice, when it melts, then what it gives, it turns into water. So this change, in this physical change, the amount of energy change is smaller with compared to the chemical change. For example, when we burn coal and it gives out carbon dioxide, ash and lot of heat energy. Let us study more about physical and chemical changes by comparing both with more examples. Now here in case of physical changes, let us take an example of wax. Wax on melting, it forms molten wax. Now this molten wax, it evolves heat energy and forms the original substance, that is wax. So you can see here no new substance is formed. The original substance is wax and the final product is also wax. So this is physical change. Then comes chemical changes. Now let us take an example of candle. Candle on burning, what it gives out? Carbon dioxide and water vapor. So the original substance was candle, burning candle, and the final products are carbon dioxide and water vapor. So you can see here that new substances they have formed, carbon dioxide and water vapor. So this is a chemical change. And one more thing, that the final product they cannot be reversed back, which is the property of chemical changes. And here you can see in physical changes, the molten wax, the wax can be reversed back to the original form. Now the second example is of salt in water. Now when we add a spoon of salt in a glass of water and stir it, then it forms salt solution. Now this salt solution, it has the original product, which was salt. So you can see no new substance has formed. Salt was there in the original substance also, and in final product it is also salt. So no new substance has formed. And here in chemical changes, you can see, let us take an example of milk. When we keep milk in a dish and for a few hours or more, then what happens? It changes into curd. But the process of fermentation. Then you can see here the original product, original substance was milk, and the final product is curd. So you can see new substances formed. There was chemical reaction. So this is chemical change.